Well, it looks like it's another situation of something happening that literally no one asked for. At the minute, you have the two tech billionaires, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, who are most notably known, apart from their insane wealth and net value, are basically two aliens pretending to be human.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
You know what? Is that actually happened? Of course it happened. I think this is a
But now, it looks like, for some bizarre and strange reason, they're gonna have a cage match. Now, this all started when Elon put out a tweet saying he was down to be in a cage match with Mark Zuckerberg. And then Zuckerberg replied with a tweet on his Instagram story saying, "Send me location." It's like he was frantically typing, so keen that he wanted to be in that cage match that he doesn't even know what proper grammar is. Also, on top of that, Mark did this really weird flex where he posted himself in a weighted military vest saying that he completed the Murph Challenge workout in just 40 minutes. If you don't know what the Murph Challenge is, don't worry, I've saved you the time. It's where you have to run a mile, then do 100 pull-ups, just casually, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile run. Oh, and by the way, you have to do all of this in a weighted vest that's at least 20 pounds. But the thing is, which a lot of people are asking, which is totally fair, why are they boxing? They're both high net worth individuals, they're both very busy or claim to be busy. For example, I remember in numerous interviews, Elon Musk would say that he basically sleeps at the Tesla offices because it's better to do that than to commute home from work because he's losing out on time where he could be working. Also, nothing matches up. Their ages, for example, Elon Musk is 51, Mark Zuckerberg is 39. The heights are different, the weights are different. I think Mark is like 150 pounds and Elon is 187 pounds. But now you have the UFC president Dana White basically saying that they are absolutely dead serious. This is not just for clout, this isn't fake beef. They really do want to beat each other up. So there's a couple game theories going around at the minute why they're even fighting in the first place. One of them is the beef is genuine, and the second theory is more that they just kind of want to distract you because both websites, they're pretty much hated at the minute. For example, Facebook at the minute are actually pulling their newsfeed section out of Canada entirely, just because a new law got passed in Canada that, for example, if CNN or any other news company, if they had their links posted onto Facebook, they were basically going to get royalties because Facebook wasn't doing any research themselves. They were just yoinking an article for views. One thing I love is that is the most Facebook decision I've heard in my entire life. Instead of paying royalties, they're basically doing the equivalent of a Twitter gimmick account stealing like a TikTok or something. And instead of owning up to it, being like, yeah, I'll pay you the royalties, it's fine, they are nuking their entire news section.
Meta says starting soon, Canadians won't be able to see or share news articles on Facebook and Instagram. The decision is in response to a brand new law known as C-18.
And this is a business decision that we're being forced to make by this legislation. We wish we were not in this position. We don't want to have to make this decision.
The bill aims to turn engagement into cash. It requires tech giants to pay for linking to Canadian news sites, and it was supposed to inject money into Canadian journalism.
And obviously more on Elon. We're very aware of how hated he is at the minute, especially with Twitter. He's single-handedly killing the entire website. I'm sure you've seen numerous videos talking about how much of a fucking dumpster fire that is. I'll probably have a slot video on that in a couple days anyway. But even before then, back in late 2022, the Morning Consult actually did a survey basically asking US adults, do you like Elon Musk? And his favorability has fallen like, I think, 13 to 15 points, which is quite a lot. That is a lot of down dudes. There is no Reddit gold. There isn't even Reddit silver to be seen there. Now, what's the game theory about the beef? Why would they hate each other? Well, it is pathetic, I'll be honest. It's basically something out of Succession. Only billionaires could come up with beef just this ridiculous and vapid. So back in 2016, SpaceX, which is the company that Elon Musk owns, and they do like, space exploration missions, they did a launch of one of their own rockets, but on said rocket was a satellite created by Facebook. Now, unsurprisingly, because it's SpaceX, the launch completely fumbled and the Facebook satellite was destroyed. But Also, apart from that little fumble, Elon has been very, very vocal about just how much he doesn't like anything that Mark Zuckerberg touches. For example, he's gone on to record to say how Instagram can negatively affect your mental health. Now, I don't even need to explain how ironic that is. That the guy that currently owns Twitter is saying that Instagram is bad for your mental health. I do not think I know a single person that uses Twitter willingly. We use it because of ease of access and to, reach other communities. YouTubers use it to keep their fans updated. Twitter artists use it to talk to other Twitter artists and get any kind of following. But despite all of that and how good Twitter can be functionally, it has one of the most hateful, spiteful communities I have ever seen. I've never seen anyone sit down and say, oh, Twitter? That's pretty good. I like Twitter. Instagram, though, I had to tone it down a bit. I had to uninstall because it was actually affecting my mental health quite negatively. It really goes to show that no matter what person you ask that uses Twitter, they all collectively say that they hate it. And that's the ironic thing, because the thing is with Twitter, you can't have an opinion. If you have any kind of opinion online outside of posting random garbage dog shit memes like I do, you'll get shit on for it because your opinion will trigger someone else. But that being said, the opinion that Twitter is dog shit, no one ever tries to defend that. No one tries to do a counter argument to that. Also, the final nail in the coffin, Elon actually deleted the Tesla and SpaceX Facebook pages, again, just out of spite. Now, keep in mind, though, Facebook is still infinitely more valuable than Twitter. I know the whole meme about, like, only boomers use it, and it's just like your parents or your grandparents use it, but Facebook has around $750 billion in market cap and nearly 4 billion monthly users, most of which are probably bots, by the way. But Twitter only has around 300 million monthly active users and a market cap of around 40 billion, which is still insane. That's like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor, but it's nothing on Facebook. So like I said earlier, you had the UFC president Dana White basically saying this is going to be one of the biggest fights in the history of mankind. Two scrawny white men in a ring.
This would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world. Bigger than anything that's ever been done. It would break all pay-per-view records. These guys would raise, hundreds of millions of dollars for charity. And, you don't have to be a fight fan to be interested in this fight. Everybody would want to see it.
But we have some breaking news. This is really weird, a very weird turn of events for this story. So apparently Elon Musk's mom reached out to UFC to get the fight thrown out and cancelled. So if you don't know who Elon's mother is, her name's May Musk. She also is incredibly successful. So she put out on Twitter saying, actually, I cancelled the fight. I haven't told them yet, but I'll continue to say the fight is cancelled just in case. And then she says they should actually have a verbal debate instead of a physical one. That is the most motherly tweet I could ever think of. That is like something my own mom would say. Fight with words only, in armchairs, 4 feet apart. The funniest person wins. A verbal fight only, 3 questions each. The funniest answers win. Who agrees? Honestly, as much as Mark Zuckerberg likes to flex, I think Elon would wipe the floor with him. Now, at the minute, people seem to favor Zuckerberg because he's younger, so he might have, a little bit more stamina, a little bit more agility. But I'll be honest with you, unless he's got that sleeper build coming along, I think Elon is just going to wipe the floor with him. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I just thought it was just such a stupid situation because you have so many people that do, cage fighting, boxing. I mean, Andrew Tate. You had all the YouTubers doing boxing, like KSI, Logan Paul, and then they sold out and did a shitty energy drink that no one over the age of 12 actually bought. But now you have the tech billionaires getting involved. And I could just imagine it's going to be awful. Absolutely awful. And I can't wait to see it.